perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. No, officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Clyde Edwards.
He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
The tackle made at the
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd and 2.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable. Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Akers again.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hurst on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run this with Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Check three. Attack. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Shut him down.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Yellow. 50's a month. Here we go. Switch. Hey, 57, color.
Mahomes now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Tanner Muse in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. This is fielded into 7. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the split. Watch the split. Check the red.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 11-3. Check 49.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Roderick Teamer on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The ball carrier.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
For the field goal, a 25-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up second
and 11.
At the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken.
That's good.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Hill the intended receiver once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Mike 50, Mike 50. He don't know no better. Shit.
From the 29, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Let's go, D. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 2nd and 2, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
He's brought down.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Carr completes it, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Las Vegas.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow on the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Just like that. Just like that. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Check 43.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are a two-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. From the gun, it's Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know if kicking an extra point being down one does for me.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. Now Carr. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of
Let's
2.
face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
3rd and 11.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike 36. Mike 36. They can't hang with us. Watch 36. 30. Go.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Carr now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Raiders.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This out quickly to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 5. From the gun, Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Raider first down.
Carr now on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Carr again. Man open left side. It's Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the fourth down stop has them in the driver's seat. Now we'll see if they can put points on the board to strengthen this slim lead. At the very least, they'd love to march this football out of their own territory and chew up some fourth quarter clock. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down with Akers. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Akers, the ball carrier.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 17. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Now Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Chiefs 22, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Back to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw, Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now Carr. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Carr to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Line of scrimmage.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Kansas City, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale.